welcome to today's video. If you guys have never seen my face before, my name is Catherine and I'm posting a brand new video for you guys every single weekday in June. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to stick around, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. So for the past probably 6 months, I have been getting really into digital planning. I honestly don't even use anything except my Google Calendar now to plan everything out. I asked you guys on Instagram if you would want to see a digital planning type of video, so that is what we were going to be doing today. As you guys can tell by the title, I always plan everything out in my calendars, literally to the little small details. I also have another helpful app that I'm going to be showing you guys that I use kind of to keep track of my to-do lists and stuff. I just started using it recently, so it's really handy. And usually I do all of the planning on my actual phone, but for the purpose of today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys on my iPad. That way you guys can get a bigger screen and a better view of everything, and I can go through and break down every little bit and piece for you guys. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Okay, so here we have my Google Calendar app. This is basically the exact same thing that I have on my phone, but again, just a bigger screen for you guys. So I'll kind of show you guys what I have on my phone as well, so you guys can see the smaller version. So basically it all kind of goes back and forth just through the Google Calendar app. So this is my usual view of everything, and then here we're going to go through everything on the iPad just because it's easier to kind of show you guys and break it down into detail. So as you guys can see, this is a main overview for the month of June for me so far. I basically put everything that I'm going to be doing, tasks, events, anything workouts, videos that are going live, pretty much everything gets put into this calendar here. So to start off, as an example, we have all the things in red. These are going to be actual tasks that I have to do that day, whether it is for my business or for YouTube or just a personal thing that I need to do. For example, here I needed to do a deep clean. So basically any kind of task or anything that I need to be doing that day gets put there. Everything that is in this purple color is basically related to a workout. So whatever I end up doing at the gym that day, I will go ahead and add that in there. Or if I'm planning ahead and there's something that I know that I want to work out that particular day, I will go ahead and put that in. As you guys can see, I've only put in the first 3 workouts for this week. I haven't added anything in for today or tomorrow, but I usually try to work out anywhere from 5 to 6 days a week. As you guys can kind of tell, all the purple through that week. My brother's actually in town this week. He left recently, so I did not really work out at all that week, but I got back on the grind this week, as you guys can see. Then everything in yellow is basically a video that is going live for me. That's how I can tell if I have a video planned that day or if I already have something going up. I will just go ahead and add that in yellow, and then anything in green is a main event that is going on, or an event for that day, something very important basically. So as you guys can see, we had Memorial Day. That was one that's automatically added in by Google. For this day, I had bar hopping with my brother, and then my manicure, stuff like that, things that I need to do, anything like that is in green. And then what else do we have? Anything in pink is something for me personally that's a reminder of any bills or payments that I need to make sure get paid that day, it's due that day. Those are the light pink or coral kind of ones. And then blue is always fun. That's always payday reminder, stuff like that. I also have birthdays in here as green, which I might eventually switch up. As you guys can see, as you guys will see in a little bit, you can switch the colors for everything. I'm still kind of figuring out what I like as far as color wise, but for now this is just kind of working for me. And then anything that is in gray is basically not a task or an event, or it's just something kind of a reminder, I guess. And then here is just a video that I know is due during that time, so I just kind of have that in gray. Still kind of figuring out what colors, stuff like that, but again, this is what works for me for now. So if we were to click into one day, you can kind of see I have my videos always go live at 11, so I always have that reminder from 11 to 12, and then I get a reminder at 10:30 reminding me that I have a video going live at 11, and it's really handy because then I can go back in and make sure that everything that I need for that video is already done, and I can check that. And then I had a time for when we were going bar hopping, and then anything that's a full day thing that I don't exactly have like an actual time scheduled for it. It's usually just like at the top with no time. It's just like a full day activity on my calendar. And then that way I know like it needs to get done at some point, but I'm not going to add a time frame in. It's just easier for me that way because sometimes I don't always know what time I'm going to be able to do a certain task. So that is just kind of like an overview. Over here you can go ahead and change it to your whole schedule. You can go to a single day if you want, and then you can also go through the week view. I didn't tap on it. The week view, which is really nice as well. Honestly, my favorite is just like the month view. I like having that overview of absolutely everything on there just so I can see what's going on, what days are the busiest, and what days I have more free time. So then if you go into here, you can like uncheck events, reminders, stuff like that. Birthdays are in green. I again need to go in and fix that. Any holidays are in that dark green color. That's just like automatic from Google. So then if you go down here into your settings, this is where you can like change up some stuff. So you can change like the color of your events. If you want to change the color of it, they have so many in here. And then you can change the reminder if you want to be reminded like 30 minutes before or 10, an hour, a week, whatever it is. And then if you go back to general, you can change the start of the week. For me personally, I love having Monday as the start of the week. Saturdays and Sundays are just like weekend mindset for me. So I always love starting my calendar day on Monday for the week. As you guys can see, Mondays start here and then the weekends are on that side. So let's go back into the settings, change the time zone if you want to add alternate calendars, if you want to add the week number, any events that you didn't go to, like illustrations, stuff like that. And that is basically it as far as planning wise. The other app that I do, so let's go ahead and add in an event just so I can show you guys. So you're going to go to, let's say the 14th. So I'm going to click this plus button down here at the bottom and click event. Let's see, tomorrow I need to edit. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in edit. It's a task for me, so I'm going to change it into the red color, and then it's going to be an all day thing for me. And then I'm just going to make sure that it is for Friday the 14th. It doesn't repeat, and I'm not adding anything else. And then I just hit save. And now as you guys can see, I have my little edit task right there. And now I have that in my calendar for tomorrow, so I can go ahead and edit all of those videos. What I also love about the Google Calendar app is that if you have someone that you want to be sharing your calendar with or anything like that, you can go ahead and share it. That way they can see your events, you can see their events. It's really handy. I actually used to do that before. I don't really share my calendar with anyone at the moment. There's no need to. But this is basically just like a really nice breakdown of how I plan everything and put it into my Google Calendar. Another super handy app that I want to show you guys really quick that I've been using a ton is called Google Keep. Well, when I say a ton, I mean like once, I guess. But I do love this. I need to go back in and add it onto here. That way I can add in other stuff. Whoops. So I haven't messed around with this too much, but I do want to talk about this a little bit because this is also something that's really handy for me. So I added in a to-do list, basically all the things that I needed to do, and I had the date at the top, basically just what I needed to get done that day, rather than like putting all the little tasks and everything into my actual calendar. Like when I break down certain things, like when I had a deep clean, these were the things that I needed to do like for that deep clean, and then just like an extra little thing that I had in there. But this is actually really handy as well. You can add in new notes. You have a title, you add in your note, whatever you need. And that's basically how I use it. It's really great to just kind of like do a little breakdown if you want things to be all digital rather than like writing down a to-do list and then like throwing it away after. I find it's really handy for me to just have it here on my phone. All right, so that is everything that I have to share with you guys as far as digital planning. If you have any other questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below and I will try to answer them as best as I can. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stick around if you guys want to see all of the new videos coming every weekday in June. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in my next video.